What's going on, guys? It's your boy Boxing Facts or Fiction. I need you guys to do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. So it seems like Mikey Garcia, there's rumors that Mikey Garcia is still interested in going back down to 135 to defend his 135 WBC belt against this guy, Vasyl Lomachenko. In my opinion, I am against that. I do not want to see that fight. Guys, believe it or not, but I am a fan of Mikey Garcia. I was a fan of Mikey Garcia before he fought Errol Spence Jr. I was a fan of Mikey Garcia before he fought Adrian Broner. And I want to see Mikey Garcia get a fair shake. After he gets destroyed by Errol Spence Jr., I am against him going down to 135 to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. Guys, I'm like a historian when it comes to boxing. When I say that, what I mean by that, I look at history, what history tells us. We've seen all of this stuff before. And what do you mean we've seen it before? Mikey Garcia's never fought Vasyl Lomachenko before. No, I'm saying we've seen similar situations like that before. We've seen Errol Spence versus Kell Brook. What happened with that situation? We seen Kell Brook go up in weight. This is pretty much the same situation. We seen Kell Brook go up in weight, come back down, and fought Errol Spence Jr. He lost to Gennady Golovkin, a guy everybody told him not to take the challenge. He went up there, he got ruined, came back down, and fought the toughest guy in Errol Spence Jr. and got even more injured. I'm not saying Mikey Garcia is going to get injured against Vasyl Lomachenko, but he's going to take another loss. By the way, a lot of talents in this photo right here. To the left, we got Alexander Usyk, undisputed champion. We got Vasyl Lomachenko, breaking records. We got Alexander Goshev, just knocked out one of my favorite fighters, and Adonis Stevenson. A lot of talents in this photo. These three guys are the real deal. They are the real deal. Guys, Mikey Garcia just went up 2 weight classes. He had to put on weight. He had to put on extra muscle. If he go back down in weight, he'll have to lose that weight. He'll have to lose that muscle and try to be lean at 135. And he's going against the best guy at 135, Vasyl Lomachenko, who has skills that are out of this world. You think Mikey Garcia is going to win that fight because he has power and timing? Absolutely not. Mikey Garcia has enough power to keep Vasyl Lomachenko off him, but Mikey Garcia does not have the stamina to keep up with Vasyl Lomachenko. That's the disadvantage Mikey Garcia lacks. Stamina. He does not have the stamina and endurance to keep up with the pace of a Vasyl Lomachenko. He couldn't keep up with Errol Spence's pace, and Errol Spence was the much bigger guy. Usually the much bigger guy is supposed to be slower. The smaller guy is supposed to be faster. Why was it Errol Spence Jr. looked faster than Mikey Garcia in there? And you're expecting me to believe that Mikey Garcia can come down to 135 and be faster than Vasyl Lomachenko? You expect me to believe that? Why would I believe something like that? That's ludicrous. Why would I believe Mikey Garcia is able to come down and compete at the highest level with a guy like Vasyl Lomachenko? Not just compete, but beat him. I believe he can compete. I'm not going to say he can't compete, but I don't think he can beat Vasyl Lomachenko. It's going to be a close fight because Mikey Garcia, he's fought at higher weights before, so he has a shot of bullying Lomachenko a little bit. I see Mikey Garcia probably winning the first couple of rounds. Probably hit Vasyl Lomachenko with some off-guard punches because of his timing. But as the fight goes on, I see the little guy, Vasyl Lomachenko. Well, they're about the same height. I see Vasyl Lomachenko establishing his dominance. Dancing circles around Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia does not want to chase Vasyl Lomachenko around the ring. He does not want to follow Vasyl Lomachenko around the ring. And the crazy thing about that is Vasyl Lomachenko is going to be right in his face. What do you mean by that? Vasyl Lomachenko is gonna be right in his face. It's just that the angles he takes, he's gonna be right here. He's gonna be to the left 1 minute, to the right, behind you. He's gonna spin you. He's gonna do so much crazy stuff. Mikey Garcia has never been in there with a guy that does stuff like that before. Mikey Garcia is gonna be confused. He's gonna be very confused against Vasyl Lomachenko. But guys, wouldn't it be crazy if Vasyl Lomachenko is somehow able to go in this fight with Mikey Garcia and actually knock out Mikey Garcia? Vasyl Lomachenko will raise his pound-for-pound status through the roof. Everybody will say, Errol Spence couldn't knock out Mikey Garcia. Vasyl Lomachenko stopped him. You know how crazy the world will go. You know how crazy Vasyl Lomachenko fanboys will be. I'm not lying, guys. I'll be very impressed with Vasyl Lomachenko if he's somehow able to take Mikey Garcia into deep waters and drown him. Errol Spence was able to take Mikey Garcia into deep waters, but he wasn't able to drown him, just outclassed him and just punish him like he said he was going to do. He punished Mikey Garcia for 12 rounds. 12 rounds. The beating that Errol Spence gave Mikey Garcia, he'll remember that for the rest of his life, man. It was a one-sided beating. I think it'll be a close fight. I think there's a possibility Mikey Garcia can win the fight. But if I had to bet money, I'm not betting my money on Mikey Garcia. That's all I'll say. Because I know for a fact that at the end of the day, if Mikey Garcia isn't able to knock out Vasyl Lomachenko will win that fight. And I got my money on Vasyl Lomachenko not getting knocked out. Vasyl Lomachenko has a good chin. We seen him down one. We seen Vasyl Lomachenko down one time, but the guy has a good chin. Jorge Linares caught him off guard. But Vasyl Lomachenko isn't a pushover. He's a tough guy. He likes to hurt his opponent. And he's the real deal, man. He's not going to go in there. You're going to bully a Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko looks to be the bully in there. He either outclasses you or bully you and toy with you and show off while he does it. But like I'm saying, if I was in Mikey Garcia corner, like I said for Errol Spence Jr., when he was going into the Errol Spence Jr. fight, I would advise Mikey Garcia not to take that fight. But this fight is very lucrative, so a lot of fans want to see Mikey Garcia get paid. The guy's 31 years old. So it looks like Mikey Garcia is making moves to cash out. It looked like it's a cash out move, in my opinion. Can Mikey Garcia prove us wrong and show us that it's not a cash out move? Can he go in there and beat the likes of Vasyl Lomachenko? Absolutely not. I don't see Mikey Garcia beating Vasyl Lomachenko, guys. I just don't see it. The only way I'll see it is if Mikey Garcia is able to knock out Vasyl Lomachenko. But Mikey Garcia hasn't knocked out any of these guys at the highest level. He hasn't knocked out these guys. Based on the fact that Mikey Garcia hasn't knocked out any of these guys he's been fighting at the highest level, I'm not putting my money on Mikey Garcia if he's fighting these top guys like Vasyl Lomachenko. I'm making this video to warn Mikey Garcia to stay away from Vasyl Lomachenko. But you know Mikey Garcia, he's not going to listen to me. He didn't listen to his brother. He didn't listen to his father. He didn't listen to nobody. Mikey Garcia is a hard-headed guy. He's going to look at Vasyl Lomachenko and says, Vasyl Lomachenko is a small guy. I went 12 rounds with Errol Spence, the boogeyman, at 147. What does Vasyl Lomachenko have that I can't handle? That's Mikey Garcia mentality. That's Mikey Garcia mentality. He's going to underestimate Vasyl Lomachenko. Mikey Garcia will underestimate Vasyl Lomachenko. He's going to say, I beat up on Adrian Broner. I beat up on Robert Easter Jr. I beat up on Sergey Lipinets. I went 12 rounds with Errol Spence Jr. What do Vasyl Lomachenko have that I can't solve? I can't solve the problem against a little guy like that. They're about the same height, by the way. I can't solve the problem. I have way more power than him. I may have better timing than him. And I got pretty good defense. That's Mikey Garcia thought process right now. Mikey Garcia is going to sell this fight like he sold us the Errol Spence fight, and a lot of fans bought it. I mean, he sold us the fight. He wrapped up the Mexican fans so well. Guys, I mean, Mikey Garcia is such a salesman. He wrapped up the Mexican fans so well that everybody in Mexico thought Mikey Garcia was going to either KO Errol Spence Jr. or just dominated him in a one-sided fight. I mean, guys, I don't know if you guys was reading the comments on every social media platform, but I was one of those guys just reading and just laughing. I'm like, wow, these guys really believe Mikey Garcia can beat Errol Spence Jr. This shit is too funny. This shit is funny, man. I gotta give it to boxing fans, man. You guys really know how to crack me up. A lot of boxing fans, they know how to crack me up. But be that as it may, in my opinion, I would like Mikey Garcia to stay away from this guy, Vasyl Lomachenko. I think it will be very damaging for Mikey Garcia's career. The guy's 31 years old. I think it's too early for him to cash out. I'm not saying I'm against super fights. I'm saying if Mikey Garcia really wants to take this fight, it shouldn't be his next fight. This is what I'm saying, guys. This fight should not be his next fight. He shouldn't go back down to 135 and defend his title against Vasyl Lomachenko as his next fight. He needs to go down there and get his confidence back. If he can do that, then I'm all for this fight, even though I will still pick Vasyl Lomachenko to win the fight. But I feel like it will be a much closer fight. Maybe Vasyl Lomachenko pull out a split decision or a majority decision. You know, just something really close. Or maybe this fight could be a draw. Nah, I don't see Vasyl Lomachenko going the distance with Mikey Garcia, and it's a draw. Mikey Garcia would have to throw a lot of punches, and Mikey Garcia volume isn't up to par like Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko volume punches is out of this world. The guy his hand is like a machine. It just keeps going. It's like you're typing. That's Vasyl Lomachenko when he's boxing. It's like you're typing. Imagine typing. That's Vasyl Lomachenko throwing punches. But yeah, guys, I believe Mikey Garcia needs to do it the smart way. Like I said, he should have did it the smart way against Errol Spence Jr. Go up to 140, get a title. Go up to 147, fight some of those lower level guys. Fight the weak champion at 147, and then fight Errol Spence Jr. Don't go for the top guy. That's just ludicrous, and we've seen that. But yeah, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe.